Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of this drawing tutorial series. So until I find a fresh new page, we'll be working on eyes today, and this is super quick sketches of when I was in high school, which is super long ago. And here's another drawing that got smudged over the years, which was never finished, and actually I didn't want to draw his eyes, so I had a bandana hiding. And other quick sketches a few years after, actually, and now we bounce again, and this is when I started drawing manga style. I really couldn't draw the ears, the eyes, not ears, the eyes properly. Then super jump in time, and I started drawing differently. I like challenging myself with some things of certain things with high details. This page is actually my noble teachings to you. What I used to do to learn how to draw and work on my memory and poses, folds, and everything is I would go somewhere crowded and I would look at people there and just quickly sketch the people. So I'd look at them 10 seconds and I was YOLO, start drawing. So that would be something interesting if you want to try. Otherwise, this guy's probably going to come and find you. But yeah, actually this is when my manga style was a lot better. Good old memories. Now I can't draw manga for my life. Yay! So request from a teacher, drawing a friend, manga style again. Oh, this is something very romantic. You could actually find this drawing on my Divine Art, and yeah, white page. Let's go. So I didn't charge my camera, so the battery's gonna die soon. So now that you've seen a bit of what I've done in the past, distant past, let's begin. So I'll just draw the eye. I won't draw the face because you already know where to put the eye on the face. So yeah, I like to draw with 4 lines. Can you even see? Let's try to zoom in a little bit. All right, this should be. It's super blurry. I hate this camera. Okay, so I'll just draw a little darker, or try to dim the light a little bit. Something like that. There we go. So I like to draw 4 lines. So basically the 4th line is always going to be my bottom eyelid. And then from those 4 lines, depending, so if I want to draw manga style, I really try to keep it square-ish. If I want to bring it into something more realistic, then I try to refine my shape into nice and gentle curves until I'm with something that satisfies me. What I like to do is just indicate a bit of the lower eyelid and top lid. For the eye crease, which is somewhere around here. Actually, that was not high enough. Is I like to just draw a little bit, not too much, because I rather shade, put in the shade. So if my person is really tired, I like to add a lot of lines around here, because I find it gives it a bit of a, I don't know, it's just me, but yeah. When it comes to the iris, I try to leave about a 4th to a 5th here free. And I just color away. And then the pupil, which kind of fits in like this. And because I really don't have any proper, I guess you could say professional drawing material, I use crayons from the dollar store. To make everything darker. Although this is not really getting any darker because what I've been using is already dark and I have not been holding back, just so you guys can see. So, yeah, no, you can see it's not that bad. Okay. Then my favorite part, drawing circles. Kind of like that. So here you have your general basic eye shape. Just a little darker. And shading wise, this whole entire thing is a circle. You have to think of it that way. But it's not like a tennis ball. It's something more like a shell. So like it has a curve, but it's not like something super curvy, you know. So if I were to use another part of the page, you know, a circle would be really, that's your curve. But if we're going more with the eyes, something a bit more flat, something more like this, and then you'd have like the opening, and then you have your pupil kind of sticking out like that. So yeah. So what I like to do is I give myself a bit of a center line that you can't even see that well. And I just shade away. So I'm going to try to give one big shading everywhere, but where I want my light. I haven't heard that sound in so long. And now up here, this is where shading gets a little tense sometimes. This really molds the face of well, everything molds everything. When it comes to the eye always kind of just goes back to whichever shape is next to it. So sometimes when I'm not sure how to draw or how to blend in certain parts of the body in terms of light and shading, I go on Google and I type in whatever part topology, and it gives me a lot of 3D pictures, but at least it gives I have the lines that pretty much tell me where to find whatever it is I want to find. Now here my lines are really dark, and that's not something you would actually go for if you're drawing in a more realistic sense of things. And that's just me. I like I watch a lot of anime, read a lot of manga. So it's, I guess you could say, no matter how much I want to draw closer to realistic stuff, I still kind of keep a bit of my hobby slash passion for those kind of things not too far away. Yeah, this is gonna be my basic general shading, and then the fun part, which is probably the part I hate the most at this point, because I haven't drawn eyelashes in ages. What I like to do is, normally my guys, I don't really draw eyelashes. No matter what art style I'm trying to use, because I just don't. Because I always end up making my eyes look very feminine. So I do little triangles here and there, and then I kind of just work my way with strokes. And my strokes, what I do is kind of do like a check. You know, like, you gotta love Nikes, you know. Yeah, that's like more like a banana than anything else, but whatever. So that's really what I do with my eyelashes when I draw them, because I think it gives it a bit more of a natural kind of flair, fling, flow. Trying to find my words here. It's not easy because I do this tutorial in English because it's one of the most spoken languages throughout the world. And yeah, I go to French school because I live in Canada with the French people, and I have to admit that I do get tired of the language sometimes, which is why I'm a bit more comfy with English. But yeah, so here you have it. Put it really roughly. This is how I draw my eyes. The camera's super far away, so I'm really sorry, but yeah, roughly this is what it ends up looking like. You want to draw an eye crying, what I like to do is I like to add, now I'm doing it really dark, but I don't really do it that dark normally. I like to add like a little bubble here, another bubble there, and then I kind of just add a few lines to indicate there's like something else here. And then I'll bring in the lovely tear duct physics and kind of just make it flow a little bit there, and always following my circular shape and the shape of the face. Bring the other one here. Just gonna try to keep this light a little bit. And what I like to do, especially when I put some makeup, so let's put some quick makeup on. So we're gonna put some eyeliner right here. Is what I like to do at this point is I like to mess up the makeup. So what I do is I do like little lines, little dark lines, like the makeup is leaking a little bit here and there. Let's see if I draw a girl, otherwise if I draw a guy, well, I don't give him makeup. Also I like to add like a little few lines, like I said earlier, when someone is tired I like to add many more lines. I'd rather add them more towards the back though. But yeah, it gives you something a bit more like this. It also gives me a chance to come in and add a bit more shading, which shows that the tear is a bit more of the bright side of things on the face. It kind of makes it stand out a bit more. And yeah, and so that's how I draw my eyes. That's how eyes are drawn in a basic sense of things. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you have any questions, leave a comment below. Otherwise, see you guys next time.